Previous to this lecture, only one class was taken on the topic Newton's law of gravitation, Newton's law of universal gravitation. In this chapter, next topic comes gravitational field and then gravitational potential. Gravitational field. In the law of universal gravitation, as was stated by Sir Isaac Newton, that any two masses attracts each other, and force of attraction is proportional to product of their masses and inversely proportional to the square of the distance between them. Okay. So this was Newton's law of gravitation, and a constant of proportionality was there that was denoted by capital G, which is called universal gravitational constant. So up to this was taught in the previous class. Now here we will talk about gravitational field. So any two masses attracts each other. That means whenever a mass is placed somewhere in the universe, whenever a mass is placed, the surrounding of this mass has something where if any other mass is placed, it will feel attraction. Means somehow this mass, this first mass, senses the other mass, and that's why this attraction is possible. Okay? Just suppose in the universe nothing was there, only one mass was there, only one mass, and the surrounding is total devoid of any matter. Okay? Now you from somewhere you take one mass and place somewhere in the universe. Okay? So immediately it starts feeling attraction by the first mass. That means due to the presence of this mass, the surrounding of this mass has something by which the second mass feels attraction towards the first mass. So this something is called gravitational field. This something is called gravitational field. Okay, due to the presence of this gravitational field, the second mass feels attraction towards the first mass. Just like spider web. Spider makes web around it, and whenever one insect sits on that web, the spider somehow knows the presence of the insect, and therefore the spider somehow managed to manipulate the insect to eat it. Anyway, that was just an example to make you understand this thing. So whenever there is mass around it, something is there, that something is called gravitational field. So here one term is coined, that is called intensity of gravitational field. Intensity of gravitational field. So how this is defined? Intensity of gravitational field. So if the two masses are m1 and m2, then what is the force of attraction between them? It is G m1 m2, and if the distance between the centers of these two masses is r, small r, okay, then force of attraction is how much? It is G m1 m2 by r square. Then if I talk about the second mass m2, then F by m2 is how much? Obviously it is gm1 by r square. This F by m2, this is called intensity of the gravitational field. Of which mass? This is the intensity of the gravitational field of the first mass, that is mass m1. This F by m2, which is equal to gm1 by r square, this is gravitational field intensity, or the intensity of the gravitational field of the first mass. So how this intensity is defined? It is equal to force of attraction per unit mass. F by m1 is nothing but force of attraction per unit mass. Okay. So this way gravitational field is intensity of gravitational field is defined. This way intensity of gravitational field is defined. Okay. So it is equal to gm1 by r square. So if we talk about Earth, suppose Earth has the mass m, capital M, okay. Universal gravitational constant is nothing but capital G. And if you place one mass at a distance smaller from the center of the mass, center of the Earth, then at that location, the intensity of the gravitational field is gm by r square. Just like gm1 by r square, here it will be gm by r square. That is the intensity of the gravitational field. Okay. And if at a point there is one mass, how much will be the force of attraction on that mass? It is equal to intensity of the gravitational field multiplied by the mass of that object. Okay. Intensity of the gravitational field multiplied by the mass of that object. So if mass is small m, then what will be the force of attraction? It will be gm by r square, that is the intensity of the gravitational field multiplied by that m. So gmm by r square. Again you have seen that gm, G capital M, where m is the mass of the Earth, gm by r square was what? That was acceleration due to gravity, which was denoted by small g. Okay, so numerically you can see that acceleration due to gravity and intensity of gravitational field are same. This is numerically. Okay, numerically they are same. Acceleration due to gravity and intensity of gravitational field. Normally intensity of gravitational field is denoted by capital E, E for energy. So intensity of gravitational field is denoted by capital E. This capital E is used because the term field first used in the study of electrostatics. Force of attraction or repulsion between two charged particles. Okay, in that case first the field was defined. So due to electricity the term capital E was used, and the same symbol capital E that is used for gravitational field also. So intensity of gravitational field is denoted by capital E, which is equal to gm by r square. Next comes gravitational potential. Okay, that topic will be discussed in the next class. Okay, gravitational potential. Okay, this lecture is up to just this point now. Okay, here this is the end of this lecture. Okay, thank you.